First and foremost, I want to say Call Halayim Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom and salutation to the hopeful elect. The I came out there spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice. Alright, as the scriptures tell us to do. Shalom. Alright, to the few sisters that do listen to us as well, the Akwaf. Alright, this is the brother Yarmar from the Great Millstone Chicago camp, basically weighing in on the matters of this so-called white man. And we say so-called because his biblical nationality is Esau Edom. And we're going to tell you that to the end. This man that has raped, robbed, and murdered the whole earth. Just weighing in on his hurt. And a lot of Edomites, I see a lot of Edomites all the time. And you can talk to them, you can have a random brief conversation with them, and you just feel the hurt in them. They even come and try to talk to you, man. Because they got that feeling of guilt. Alright, they got that conviction. But here it is, they still controlling the narrative. Like you see it, that bullshit on CNN of black Hebrew Israelites. Look, black and Hebrew Israelite is oxymoronic. Alright, black and Israelite is oxymoronic. Black, grotesque, dark, that wicked nigga stigma that you put on us. Alright, has nothing to do with being Yashar Allah, a prince with power. There's no such thing as black Hebrew Israelites. Yes, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indian, the men of those descent, are the Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, and the seeds that they have scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, that some look like white people, some look like Chinese people, some look like African Hamite people, which we are not. Those are the people of the Lord, alright? The blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans and their seed that's been scattered. There's no such thing as black. There's no such thing as white. Black is a stigma, alright? Black is a class. Just like white is that superiority complex stigma. Alright, it's a class. It's not a race. It's not a bloodline. But the so-called white man who is Esau Edom, the devil according to the Holy Bible, is mad. He's angry and he's convicted, and that's why he seeks out to persecute us. But hey, look, man, we didn't put the whole world in slavery. We didn't ask to go into slavery. Alright, we didn't ask for drugs to be dumped in our community. We didn't ask for our women to be raped. We didn't ask for our children to be raped. We didn't ask to be thrown in prison. Alright. Yes, the Most High put the curses on us. But like the scripture said, you helped forward the affliction. This man, we didn't ask to get burned. We didn't ask to get hanged. And for all you stupid ass white people out there with this narcissism complex talking about some, you got, I wasn't a slave master and you wasn't a slave. Listen, man, every piece of benefit you got going on for yourself today, and every piece of hell I got going on for myself today, and I'm speaking on y'all as a nation, and I'm speaking on us as a nation, it's because of slavery. Everything you have today in this world, that so-called white privilege, which is fastly decreasing, that's because of slavery. Us being marked, us being looked at as now, look at niggers. That's because of slavery. That's because our life at one time was of no value. Our life at no time was value. It's like I said in Wisdom of Solomon, to get counted our life madness, especially us who teach the truth. But Israelites in general, man, they hate us, man. And that proves within itself who Esau is. But I'm finna get some scriptures, man. This is Proverbs 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are under authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn it. Alright, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. The whole earth, from the trees to the turtles to the creatures to the dogs to the cats to the fucking possums, are mourning, man, because of the oppression of the so-called white man. The brother from Great Millstone Solemn Assembly, GMS Solemn Assembly, even did the video where he had the gorilla speaking sign language, and was talking about the people who's stupid and who dumb and who destroy their own self. And like the brother said, he made a good point. He ain't talking about Pookie and them and shit on the corner. They fucking, them niggas ain't shit either, but on a worldwide scale, we know who go around polluting the earth, and we know this is why the whole earth mourns. Who goes around the world with his fucking democracy? Alright, with his witchcraft, with his sorcery. Alright, that's why in the book of Revelations it says, what? For all nations have become drunk with the wine of the wrath of fornication. Alright, the nations are drunk and these people are mad. Alright, and they're bugged out and everybody's waking up to Esau's shit. That's why the book of, matter of fact, let me get it. I'm gonna just get it. Because you so-called white people always deem the Bible the law of the land. Talking about they make you swear on the Bible. They don't do a goddamn thing in the Bible that's righteous. What a land Sabbath. What a Sabbath at. What a rest at. Where to pay. You're supposed to pay a man every day. Alright, according to the law. What's up with all this transgenderism? What's up with all this homosexuality? The Bible was never the law of the land and when it got to the white man's hands. That's why Psalms 50 and 16 says exactly what it says. And I'm going to get that too. Alright? You murdered us during the slavery time. During our hardcore bondage, you murdered us for reading the Bible. And you taught us Christianity. Christianity and witchcraft and whoredoms and harlotries. That's been the law of your land. Not these holy scriptures which belong to us. Now you Edomites are seeing that and you're sad. This is Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? That's the so-called white man. And he covered the faces of the judges of this earth. And yes, you have judges in this earth, rulers. Alright? And they showed you that in that new movie Glass. And you beat them down to a state that's low, that's so low we couldn't even believe that. That's why the Edomite woman, who was clearly of the elite, she said, she told the man that, well, he was symbolic to the Israelite. You know, and the mastermind was Elijah, who basically woke the mother two up. And she told him, did I actually convince you that what you did wasn't real? Did I actually convince you? That's Esau and us. Did I actually convince you that you were normal? And he said that they don't want you to know that the gods are on this earth. The scriptures tell you clearly that ye are gods, but ye should die like men and fall one of the princes. He was speaking to us. We are gods. Alright? But I had quoted that Job, Salaki, I read that Job, and I quoted that Psalms. And you know, we actually, that's why you let the scriptures back you up in these lessons too, brothers, when you out there in the house, whether you in the household, whether you out there in the highways and the byways, because Esau is going to be condemned by this book. Since he want to pick up this book and make you swell in this courts of law, so-called law, his court of unrighteous decrees, his court of child support, his court of injustice and all these other atrocities, you know, he's going to be judged by these words because he picked this Bible up. Psalms 50 and 16, it says, but unto the wicked, we just read it in Job 9 and 20, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. We know who owns the money. We know whose face is on the money. We know who owns the world's military, so to speak. Got banks and bases and demons and democracy and Christianity and all the fucking earth. The white man. It ain't the damn Arabs, which they ain't shit. It ain't you niggas on the corner, which y'all ain't shit either. Unless y'all wake up and come to the knowledge and hopefully be one of the elect. Hopefully I'm one of the elect. But it's the so-called white man, woman, and child that go back to the nation of Esau, Edom, who's doing all this shit. This is Psalms 50 and 16. It says, but unto the wicked Yahweh said, what hast thou to declare my statutes, that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee. And he got that same spirit he had at his Cain. Am I my brother's keeper? You know what I'm saying? Mocking the Lord, talking back to the Lord. Alright, he told you. He told Cain. He said, if thou doest well, he spoke about him. He told him, if thou doest well, but he said, if not, sin lieth at the door, and it shall rule over you, or thee shall rule over it. But basically, Cain always dwells with sin, man. But the Lord is fair. This white man has been wicked from the get-go, man. This is the spirit of Esau. Alright, this is nobody else. Now here you go. This is Genesis 4 and 6. And Yahweh said unto Cain, why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over it. So Cain, and thou shalt rule over him. Cain, and then what he do when he said that? He killed his brother, man. So sin is always with this man, Cain, Esau. Alright? Because Cain has a seed on this earth. The so-called white man knows that, and that's why he always tries to flip the script. He knows there's no salvation coming to Esau. He know you Hebrew Israelites have everything. That's why the scripture said, as it's written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau said I hate it. That's in the book of Malachi, and that's in the book of Romans, the 9th chapter, on about 13 and 14. This is Lamentations 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And that's what the whole earth is viewing right now. Whether you like it, whether you can receive it or not, we wouldn't give a shit. These are the prophecies. That where the RFID chip is being pushed worldwide, the charagma, the mark of the beast, alright, race riots, on the verge, famines, food droughts. You see this government shutdown. Man, there's nothing has been like this. Like it says, this is the beginning of the end, like it says in Daniel the 12th chapter, Matthew the 24th chapter again. Second Ezra, I think that's the 15th chapter. Second Ezra, the 16th chapter. All these prophecies, man, the two sticks being gathered, the northern and southern kingdom waking up. All these prophecies right before your eyes, man. That's why the scriptures say, what manner of persons ought ye to be? Alright? The so-called white man is fucking low, and he's sad, and he's finished and depleted. Call Halayim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But with that being said, hey man, keep enduring. Call Halayim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. And salutations to the hopeful elect. This is the truth, Akim. Believe and know that no matter what, and keep pushing. Shalom.